Any questions in yesterday's class? Any questions? Did you have a chance to create the standalone agent? Yes. Standalone agent did you create it right? Yesterday. JW agent, yes, I am going to cover that JW agent down the line. Whenever I am going to talk about the BI apps, BI ACM, that is configuration manager, and functional setup manager, I am going to talk about it. Whenever I am talking about those two components, I will talk about the JW agent. Nothing much. These agents all will be created automatically at the time of installation. I show in the installation screen, right? If you select JW agent, then automatically it will be installed. Okay, right. Right. Let us go and try to understand today version control and followed by modifying the knowledge modules. First, let us go for version control. Version control. Mostly, if you take almost all the projects, it's not the one-time finishing work will not happen. Okay, first we'll try to develop up to some extent. Then customer will give some other extra requirements. They will try to keep on add those things. So enhancements are very common in any projects. Getting some more enhancements are very common in any project. If that is the case, then how you are going to manage that one? That's where we are going to learn the version control. Version control. First time whatever you developed, that is called as 0 version. Then next is it is 1 version. Next is it is 2nd version, 3rd version. So this version control is useful to identify what is the current work, and at any point of time, if we want to revert it to the older versions, we can revert that one into the older versions. Suppose you did some code change. That code change is not working some reason in the production. Okay, let us keep at least last one so that temporarily business users are not going to impact it. Then you can go and you can keep the last version, whatever it is working version is available, that version you can keep it. Okay, we'll talk more about this version control in this chapter. The first point as for the notes is Oracle Data Integrator provides a comprehensive system for managing and safeguarding our changes. Before starting any small change on existing code, we'll try to keep the version so that backup will be ready for us. Once you created the version, you go and do whatever changes you want. Due to XYZ reason, because of your changes, something is wrongly happened. Something is deleted. Something is whatever code you thought like, okay, if I do in this way, it's going to work. You did in that way, but it's not working. Okay, in these all cases, we want to revert to your original code. You can go and you can revert to the original code. So it's trying to safeguard our changes, right? It's trying to safeguard our changes. Now, it also allows these objects to be backed up as a stable checkpoints and later restored from these checkpoints. You can keep the 0 version, 1 version, 2 version, 3 version like that. I can say 0 version is 1 checkpoint, 1 version is 1 checkpoint, 2 version is 1 checkpoint. At any point of time, any version you want to restore it, you can go and you can restore it. And these checkpoints are created for individual objects in the form of what? Version. Individual objects means like interface is one individual object. Procedure is one individual object. Package is one individual object. And for consistent groups of objects in the form of solutions. Suppose you have n number of objects together is available. N number of objects together, you want to maintain the version 1, version 2 like that. At that moment, n number of objects together, first we are going to make as a solution. Solution is the one more object which is available in the ODE. Solution is the one more object which is available in the ODE. If you go and try to see the ODE studio, making together a number of objects is called as solution. I will show you where it is available. It's trying to connect to our repository. Right, connect to the repository. Okay. Now, if you go and observe here in the tab of in the navigator of operator navigator, we are seeing what? Solution, we are seeing it. If you want to create one new solution, you can go and you can create the new solution. You can provide whatever name you want. To build a solution, add the objects using drag and drop method. Suppose you given some name here. Then if you, in the designer, if you go and observe, I have some interfaces are available. So any interface if you want, you can go and you can simply drag and drop that one into here. Okay, right. It is not allowing, right? Why it is not allowing previously? Why it is allowing now? If scenario is available, it is going to allow it. It's a version it is giving. Click on OK. So that version scenario is added. Do you want to check in versions for all objects automatically? That means it is also creating here one version it's trying to create for the scenario. What is the version number? It is 1.0.00 version. So you can observe here, right click on this one, open. So versions, what is our version? One version is created at what time? June 10, 710. For what it is created the version? For interface it is created the, for interface corresponding scenario it's created the version. That version you included in the solution. Similarly, you can go and you can take, let us say one more scenario is available, that also I can go and I can take it. Now we are seeing here one solution we are seeing here, right? A solution is nothing but combination of a number of objects. As it is accepting the scenario, you can go and you can convert any object as a scenario. I can drag and drop here, right? A package can be converted as a scenario. A procedure can be converted as a scenario. An interface can be converted as a scenario. Everything I can go and I can drag and drop here. Once you create the solution is nothing but a number of objects together. If one solution is created here, on this solution, if you want to create the version, you can go and create it. On the solution, you are creating the version means what? Indirectly creating version for all these objects together, right? All these objects together. Solution is a group of objects. On the solution, creating version means what? For these all objects are trying to create the version. That's what the meaning of here. A group of objects together is known as what? Solution. A group of objects together is known as solution. Now version management is supported for master repositories installed on database engines such as Oracle, then Hypersonic SQL and Microsoft SQL Server. As you people are aware of it, in master repository, three informations are storing. One information is what? Whatever you do in the topology, everything is storing in the master repository. Whatever you do in the security, everything is storing in the master repository. Even though you are creating versioning information in the designer navigator, that also storing in the master repository. In master repository, three types of informations are available. One is versioning information, topology information, security information. If you created the master repository corresponding 64 tables, in Oracle or Hypersonic SQL, Microsoft SQL Server, version management is going to support it. If you are creating somewhere else, suppose Netezza database you are trying to create it, Teradata database you are trying to create it, then version controlling will not support over there. As of now, version controlling has some limitations. It supports only if the master repository is available inside. These are the databases. Okay, now a version is a backup copy of an object. It is checked in at a given time and may be restored what? Later point of time. Normally, if you go for our normal resume preparation, what you will do? We'll develop first one CV0. Then someone suggests something. We'll try to make what? Copy of that one will make it and we'll say as what? CV1. Someone suggests something, we'll make as what? CV2. Suppose someone whatever suggested, someone came and said like, but this guy whatever he said that is not good. CV1 only looking very good. You trust that guy, what you will do? You go and try to delete the CV2 and keep the CV1. That means indirectly, manually you are trying to maintain versions and restoring points, right? Versions and restoring points. Even in our systems also, that's what they kept here. Restoring points they kept here. If you go for accessories, somewhere we have here system tools. There we have here somewhere Windows Server backup. Okay, and restoring point also one thing will be there. Where is that? Any idea? Sorry. My computer system restore is available over there. This one, right? Advanced, okay. Setup and recovery is there here. Somewhere we have that option actually. I didn't remember exactly. System restore, yeah. System restore. System. Check processor speed, then review, change system sounds, system information. Somewhere I have that option. Programs. I think this is what the option is changed. I think server backup only. I think if you click here, what will happens? Windows Server backup. What is saying? You can perform a single backup or schedule a regular backup using this application. Windows Server backup is not installed on this computer. To install Windows backup, click Start, click Server, Manager, click Add Feature, then Windows Server backup. Follow the instructions. Okay, backup also I think is doing same job, right? You have once I'm not sure again. This option I'm not sure. Okay, we do have one option that is called as restoring points are available. System restoring points. I'm not sure at this point of time. In the VMware also we have the option called as snapshot. SNAP SHOT. That I am aware of it. I used to use that one. Snapshot option. If you take the snapshot option, whenever I want to revert to the something else, I can go and I can revert it. Similarly, here also we have here option called as what? Versioning. Before starting anything, okay, that is not a big deal, sir. We can leave it that one. Versions are saved in the master repository. They are displayed in the version tab of the objects window. Any object once you created the version, if you right click on that one, then go for here open. This is what the version tab is available. In the version tab you can go and you can find out what are the versions are available. You can find out here. Now the following objects can be checked in as versions. An entire project you can take as a one version. This is the project. Then I can go and I can maintain the version at the level of project level. At the level of folder level I can take the version, and package and scenarios. This is what the package available. I want to maintain the package level version, I can maintain it. Okay, package level if I want to maintain, I can maintain it. Then interface level if I want to maintain the version, I can maintain the interface level also. Next, mappings or procedures or knowledge models. Knowledge models also if you want to maintain the version, you can go and you can maintain the version at the level of knowledge model level also. Right? Scenario version you are asking, right? Yes, you can take version on the scenario also. If you want to right click on this one, go for the version, create the version. It's going to create the version. Now, anything models or model folders, if you go for here in the topology tab, sorry, in the designer tab we have the models. This model entirely I want to take the backup, I can go and I can take the version here. Next, solutions. As you know already how to create the solution, we are aware of it. If you go for here, solution is this one. On that one you want to create the version, you can go and you can create the version. Next, load plans. We created yesterday only some load plans. If you want to take the version on that load plans, you can go and you can take the version on the load plan. So simply on any object we are going to take what? Versions. Now let us go and try to learn here creating the version on the package or procedure, etc. Modifying it. Create one more version, restoring the first version. Some activities we are trying to do here. Question is, we can take the version on each and every individual object. When we'll go for the solution? Solution is, let us say if you want to maintain 20 objects are available. These all 20 objects you want to maintain at the same version I want to maintain. 20 objects I want to maintain as it the same version I want to maintain. If I have dependencies are available, then all the objects I am going to change it, right? If I am changing all the objects, why to take individual versions and all? The 20 objects you are going to make as one solution, you are taking the version at the level of solution, that is going to take care remaining things, right? Any of one small changes came means I am going to change all 20 objects, I am going to change it. If you have the dependencies are available, then you go for solution. Okay. More imports, better to walk through the reference document whatever available. So here okay, here we have the working with solutions. Okay. A solution is a comprehensive and consistent set of interdependent versions of objects. What is that? Main word is what? Interdependent. If you have the dependencies are available, at that moment we'll go for the solution. Like other objects, it can be checked in at a given time as a version and may be restored at a later date. Solutions are saved into the master repository. A solution assembles a group of versions called the solutions elements. A group of versions is trying to combine as a one solution. Interface 1 as one version, interface 2 as one version, interface 2 as one version. These all three objects versions is trying to combine as a solution. A solution is an automatically assembled using cross-references. By scanning cross-references, a solution automatically includes all dependent objects required for a particular object. For example, when adding a project to a solution, version for all the models used in this project interfaces are automatically checked in and added to the solution. So what are the things you can include in the solution? The following objects may be added to the solution. One is called as project, model or scenario, load plans, global variables, those all things. That's it. Working with elements in a solution, adding the elements, remove the elements, rolling back the elements. Okay. Synchronizing solution. Once it is completed, even if you go and you can go for the synchronization options and all. Here we have the restore all elements options are available. Whatever available, if you want to restore, you can go and you can restore it. Export and import, if you want to do it, you can do it. Okay. Sorry. Restore means whatever previous things are available, those things is going to restore it. Come back to the, I will talk about solution more details later. Come to here, how to create the version and how to modify the things, how to compare the two versions, how to restore the versions, we'll try to understand. Let us go and try to take any one object. Any one object, let us go and try to take it. Let us say I am taking here one object. The object is called as int underscore ods underscore employee. Okay, whatever existing version is available, even I am trying to delete this one. Now I don't have any version. So I deleted the existing scenario also I deleted. Now I don't have any version also not available here. Let us go and try to delete the version. Version anything is available. Available or not available, how we come to understand? On this object, version is available or not, how we come to understand? We have to open that one, go to the versions here. Here we have to observe versions anything is available or not. Now as of now, no versions are available on the object that is called as int underscore ods underscore employee. Now I want to create one version on this one. Let's say right click on this, then go for your version. There I have option called as create the version. By default version number will go as a 1.0.0.0. If you want to change that one, yes, you can change it. Okay, let's say I am saying as this one first version before modifying full name logic, something I given like that. Then I am trying to click on OK. Now if you go and see here, right click on this one, then go and try to observe here, open. There you can notice here we have one version is available with the name of 1.0.0 and date and whatever description you given, the description. Now what I am doing is, now my requirement is now slightly changed, and they are saying as please try to modify the mapping. In the mapping we used to do the name is nothing but first name concatenation with the last name. Between first name and last name we used to provide one space. Now not one space I want two spaces I want. Not one space, I want what? Two spaces I want. This also one small change or not? This also one small change. Now I am trying to click on here. That's fine, we change that one, click on the save. Now I am trying to close this one. Now this is done by my on-site coordinator and informed to me, okay, I completed the given change. Please try to test this one properly modified or not, like that. But as an offshore resource, let us say I don't know what modifications he did. How I come to understand the modifications what he did? Before starting modification, anyone as a best practice, you have to take the version. That is the rule. Without taking the version, we should not touch the object. You are getting my point? Before starting your modification, surely you have to take the version. Without taking the version, you should not modify any object. As I observed here, did he taken the version yesterday or not? Okay. Just by seeing the timestamp, you come to understand he taken the version or not. I have the version and I have the modified object. This is what the modified object. Then I can go and I can version. There I have option. That option is what? Compare with the version. The present object I can compare with the version object I can compare. That means modified object I am trying to compare with before modification, whatever code is available, that code I am trying to compare. The moment if I click on the compare with version, it's saying as interface int underscore ods underscore employee current version is 1.0.00. This is updated. If you want to compare, you can go on to compare it, click on OK. Now here we are seeing here what? Local object, it is modified one. This is what? Version object. Local object, modified and version. Here we have here display options, object filters and field filters. Objects means source is one object, target is one object. Inside the target we have columns, first name, last name are the fields. Suppose what are the objects you modified? I want to understand, only concentrate on what? What are the objects you modified? Only I selected the modified. What are the object fields he modified? Those things only I want to concentrate. What are the objects he modified? Only those things only I want to concentrate. Not the, I know clearly there is no new object, there is no delete object. We don't want unchanged objects. Unchanged objects means it's okay. My main concentration is what? What are the objects are modified? That's what the concentration. Just go and try to observe here, expand this one, expand this one, expand here, and clearly it is giving here whatever it is modifications are happened, that column only it is giving here or not. Here if you closely observe here one space, here closely observe here what? Two spaces are available. So in this way I come to understand what modifications did by my on-site coordinator. What modifications did by my on-site coordinator. Suppose you don't like that one. You are expert, even though that guy is available in the on-site. Okay, you are expert. You are expert. That guy don't know much about this. Then you want to revert this one. Yes, you can go and you can revert it. You can revert and you can keep the original code only correct, boss. This logic is wrong. You can send a mail and you can revert that one to the original code. How you can do that? Right, here we have the, let us say close this one. Now if you want to revert that one, what way you can do it? Right click on this one, then go for what? Version. There we have an option, that option is called as restore. Related to the version, only three options. Number one is we need to learn how to create the version. Number two is how to compare with versions. Number three is what? How to restore that one, we have to learn it. If I click on the moment, if I click on the restore, then it is asking which version you have to restore it. Here anyhow one version only available, that version is selected. If you have two or three versions are available, then it is going to give you the two or three versions, whatever available, it is going to give it. Okay, what version you have to restore, you can go and you can restore that one. Now how many versions are available? Two versions are available. Yeah, which version you want to restore, whatever version you want, that version you can select. Then click on what? Okay, then automatically the code will be changing. Restoring a version may cause missing references. Do you want to proceed? Click on yes. Now restoring is completed. Once restoring is completed, really it is restored or not, how you come to understand? Go and try to observe here. Before taking the version, here how many spaces are there? Now also one space only available or not? One space only. So properly we restored or not? Properly we restored. Versions. Everything it will show it. Versions. Let's say you taken 10 versions, you taken. All 10 versions is going to show it. Here how many versions is shown to me? I have two versions are available. So it's showing here two versions is showing to me. If you have 10 versions are available, 10 versions is going to show here. Suppose you create one more version, then you created one more version, then if you created like these 10 versions you created, all the 10 versions will be shown to you. Whatever version you want to revert it, you can revert it. It is there, right? Once restored, you're asking other versions are going to delete or what? That's what you're asking. Is it deleted here? No. That will be there permanently. That will be there permanently. The versions will be there permanently. Now, one more question. Sir, I need 1 and 2 or version 3. 1 and 2. Okay, so where is the saved version file? The saved version file is there. It is not storing as a file format. It is storing where? In the master repository storing. If you go to our master repository table, I mean to say go to the ODI repository connection information, where it is available? P224 MRWR. If you go and try to connect to the P224 MRWR, P224 MRWR, P224 MRWR, let me go and try to connect to the skill developer. I'm not clear, Abhilash. Please go with your question once again. I mean to say speak out. P224 MRWR, this one, right? If you go here, then tables. There we know one version table is available right here. If you go and see, here, what is there? One version table is available. In this version table, it is going to store the total data. So what are the objects are available, which objects we take in the version, those things will be stored here. If you go for the data, then what is the version number and for what object you taken, for what objects you taken, int underscore ods underscore employee you be taken. Suppose now if you go and you try to take version on the natural join, we are trying to take the version, create the version, then okay. Then if you go and observe in the backend, just refresh here, then we got here version is stored or not. So version information is storing in the backend in this table. Okay, in this table, from this table only it is going to take the checkpoints. Okay. Now first I take version 1 and version 2. Now I need to combine both versions as new. Okay. Abhilash is asking one thing. What he is trying to ask is, you want to take version 1 and you want to take version 2. Now you need to combine both versions as new version 3. Version 1 you taken and version 2 you taken, and you want to combine this as a version 3. Like that it is not possible. No, he's saying as CV1 is there and CV2 is there. You want to combine automatically and I want to prepare the CV3. Like that functionality is not there. We have some common objects, those all things are there, right? Like that we cannot do it. Okay. Sorry. Okay. You mean to ask this total ODI project is given to the some your on-site coordinator? See, what you're trying to ask is, someone changed one interface, okay, but it didn't inform it to you. Do we have any way to identify that one? That's what you are saying. Right, we have to go and we have to verify that one. I mean to say, suppose if you go and try to see here int ods underscore employee open, then if once you open that one, if you go to the overview tab, there we have the version. If that guy is a good guy, he's going to take the version. If he didn't take the version also, possibilities are there. Directly he went and he modified. Then we have to go with the updated date. When they updated, we come to understand. When they updated, we come to understand. What he updated, that we don't know. That if he didn't take in any version also means, then if your mind is having some kind of code previously remembered, then you can do it. Otherwise you cannot do it. But anyhow, we are working as a team, right? As a team we are working. So other resource should not modify without notification. Even though you modifying, after modification, at least he has to notify, okay, this object I changed it, these are the changes I implemented. Now, what are the objects? What are the objects modified? There is no way to show in single window. Okay. Yeah, before, as a best practice, before modification starting, we have to create the version. If you create the version, then it will be good. That's how we are going to modify. Before modification, yes. Why you need it? Okay, that guy, whenever that guy is going for the modification, he is going to modify, take the version, right? Whenever you are going for the starting modifications, you are taking the version, and you modified XYZ, and you left the home. Your onset coordinator is going to modify this one, same XYZ, he is going to take the version. He is responsible to take that one. So end of your work, you need not take the version. Beginning of your work, you take the version. Keep the whatever existing code is available properly. Okay. Remember one thumb rule. Before starting any work, you have to take the version. Before starting any work, you have to take the version. Right. Now, let us move on to the next one. So I hope we are able to understand exercise 1 here, how to take the versions and how to compare the versions, okay, and how to see that one, right? Let us move on to the next one is what? Modifying knowledge modules. Modifying knowledge modules. Okay, knowledge modules are templates of code that define integration patterns and their implementation. As the people are aware of it already, if you open any one knowledge module, it is a combination of n number of commands together. We have been using some knowledge modules. For example, you take here IKM SQL control append only, you take it. Or we used to use one thing or other thing also, LKM file to SQL also we used it. Any knowledge module you take it, and inside the knowledge module we have one thing that is known as what? Details. What is available? Command, drop work table, that is one step. Create work table, one step. Load data is one step. Drop work table is one. Each step is internally contains some code here, right? What code is available here? Drop table, this one. That's what we are calling it as. Knowledge modules are templates of code that define integration patterns and their implementation. Next, they are usually written to follow data integration best practices, but can be modified for project specific requirements. Okay, these all things he written, it means there should be some logic backend, yes or no? And he saw so many projects. What do you mean by incremental loading? What do you mean by slowly changing dimensions? Those all things I understand. According to that one, he created the knowledge modules. It is ready to use it as for the best practices. But if your project requirement is there, you want to modify something, you want to add one more step, you want to add here, you can add it, no problem. That's what we are saying as if you want to modify, you can modify. We have 6 types of knowledge modules are available, out of which LKM. LKM stands for loading knowledge module. From where to where it is going to load it? Yeah, that is source to staging area it is going to load it. Source may be available as one technology and this is available in the another technology. At that moment it is called as multi-technology. Multi-technology LKM we are going to use it. Source, staging area both are available in the same technology. Then we don't want any LKM. Right. Which case we use that one? When we are loading the table to file we loaded. We loaded where to where? Table to file we loaded. At the moment staging table also available where? In the source side only. If you go and observe one of the interface we did, that is called as table to file we loaded. It is not there? Yeah. Table to flat file we loaded. If you go and open the table to flat file, then go to the flow tab. There we did use here LKM, we didn't use here. Why we didn't use here LKM? Source as well as staging area, everything is available where? In the same pattern it is available. That is the reason there is no LKM is demanding. Table is different technology, file is different technology, that's okay, but where is your staging area? My LKM is talks about the loading data from source to staging area. Where is your source, where is your staging area? Both are available in the same Oracle database only, right? That's what, there is no LKM is required if source and staging area both are available in same technology. For instance, let's say if I take other one, let us say I am trying to take here flat file to table, I did one thing. At this moment what happened? My source is flat file, my target is Oracle table, staging area is available in the target side. At the moment we required what? LKM file to SQL. File is a one technology, SQL is a one technology. It is a multi-technology LKM we used it. That's what I am trying to say in this table. LKM is useful to load from where to where? Source to staging area. And LKM is required one technology to another technology if you want to move it. Both source and staging area is available in same technology. We don't want any LKM. Examples also we saw that one. Second, IKM uses a given strategy to populate the target data store from the staging area. IKMs also available two types, single technology IKMs, multi-technology IKMs. Single technology IKMs, multi-technology IKMs. For example, if you see here in this case, whatever IKM I used here, IKM SQL control append. Where is my staging area, where is my target, both are in the same technology or not? That's what we used here, what? Single technology IKM we use it. But in case of this one, this is a table, it is a flat file. IKM what I used here? SQL to file. SQL is one technology, file is one technology. It is a multi-technology or not? It is a multi-technology. When you will go for the multi-technology IKM, if you want to load from one technology to another technology, you will go for multi-technology IKM. Staging area is available in one technology, target is available in another technology, you will go for multi-technology IKM. Staging area and target table both are available in single technology, then we will go for single technology IKM only, we will go for it. That's what the meaning. So overall, you people understand IKM is trying to load data from where to where it is trying to load? Staging area to target is trying to load the data. Uses a given strategy to populate the target data store from where? From the subject area. Sorry, staging area. From the staging area. So these two things only we are using at the level of interface level. Remaining four things, CKM, RKM, JKM, SKM, we are using at the level of what? Model level. What is the meaning? If I go and try to open the model, let us say I am trying to open any one model. You open one model, there we are seeing here one thing that is called as, what is this? CKM. CKM stands for check knowledge model. What it is going to check it? Checks data in a data store for errors statically or during an integration process. Based on this one, we have the two processors available. Static control, flow control is available. I am going to talk about that one. Static control and flow control. However, okay, whatever it is may be, CKM is available. At what level it is available? Under the model level only, right? So model level, you can define what? CKM. Model level, you can define what? CKM. That's what the meaning of this one. Next, reverse engineering. Reverse engineering also available at what level? Model level. The moment you select your customize, it is expecting here knowledge model, it is expecting. That we are going to discuss about it. Check about the check. We have next. We are going to discuss about it. JKM. JKM also available here only. This also I am going to discuss more details later point of time. But JKM also at the level of model level. Service. This also I will discuss it. This also available at what level? Model level. Now 4 knowledge models are we are using at the model level. One is CKM, reverse engineering, generalizing, and service. Now those things only I given here, briefly I given here, just walk through it. Mainly used KMs also I given here, just walk through it. Now this table is very important table. Very important table. Just see once what is your understanding. First one, what is this one? Source, staging area, target. Means this kind of thing already we did one example. For example, if you go and try to take here flat file to flat file. Flat file to flat file. Observe this diagram once. This is where it is available. Flat file. This is where it is available where in Synopsys memory engine we use it. If you want to use Oracle database also you can use here. But we didn't use, we used the Synopsys memory engine, we used it. Now flat file to Synopsys memory engine, if you want to move it, we used what? File to SQL. So it's a multi-technology LKM or not? That's what we said here, multi-technology LKM. And from year to move, we used here SQL to file. It is a multi-technology IKM or not? That's what we used here, multi-technology IKM. Second scenario, staging area is available where? On target side. That also we have the example. If you go and try to take here flat file to table, my staging area is available where? On target side. We use the LKM or not? LKM is multi-technology or single technology? Multi-technology, that's what we are saying, multi-tech LKM. What about the IKM? IKM we used it, but however the IKM is what type of IKM? Single technology or multi-technology? Single technology only we used it, single tech IKM. Staging area is available on the source side. That example is what is that? Table to flat file. Now see this one. Source and staging area both are available. This is the source. Whatever I selected, there is a source. And whatever is available, this is what? Staging area. Source and staging area Both are available in single database. Then we didn't specify any LKM here. Directly we went for what? IKM. IKM, what type of IKM we defined here? SQL2 file. That is multi-technology. We use multi-tech IKM. Source, staging area, target, everything is available where? In single one. That is example for table to table we loaded. There is nothing but int ods underscore employee. If you go here, source, staging area, target, everything is available under the target only. This is called as source. This is called as target. This is called as staging area. All three things are available under the target only. At this moment, we used here only IKM. That IKM also single technology IKM or multi-technology IKM? Single technology IKM we use. That's what we are saying. No LKM and single tech IKM we used it. That's what this diagram means. These are the possible ways are available with a combination of source, staging area and target. What LKM I have to use, what IKM we have to use, we will not confuse. Just remember this table. This table is going to decide what we have to use it. You got the one picture? Right. Now, normally we ever create the new KMs. Normally this is what happens. That means we won't create the new knowledge modules. But sometimes we may need to modify what? Existing knowledge modules we are going to modify. While modifying knowledge modules, best practice is what? Duplicate the existing steps and modify them. This prevents typos in the syntax of ODI rep methods. Suppose you want one more step you want here in this knowledge module, we have the detail. This step is available. Similar to this one more step you want it. Then go and try to duplicate this one and try to customize whatever way you want it. So that inside this one we may have here some kind of syntax is available, right? We are calling here some kind of ODI rep functions. The syntax errors we can avoid it. That's what it's saying. We'll try to duplicate existing knowledge modules and existing steps in that one we can modify it by duplicating it. And we can customize whatever you want it. If you keep on typing these all things you are typing, there is chance like do the mistakes or not. Here all small letters are available and big syntax are available here. It's practically not possible to type those all things one after another. It's not. Okay. Now, let us go for next one that is called as incremental loading. We'll try to start this one tomorrow. Two things we understand today. We understand what is version. Second is what are the types of knowledge modules are available. When to go for the single technology IKM. When to go for multi-technology knowledge modules we understand. Okay. Please try to see this one. Tomorrow we'll go for it. Thank you. How frequently we change the knowledge module is general one. Whenever you need it, you can change it. Okay. How many knowledge modules changed asked in the interview means you can say, oh, yes, I changed it around 10 knowledge modules. I changed it or like that. Less than 10. Yeah, yes, less than 10 you say answer. But at least one or two things you have to say purpose of that one. What purpose you change the knowledge model? Okay, right. I will tell you what purpose you are going to change it. Thank you.